Alright, good morning YouTube, Derek here. I shouldn't have started this video. I made my breakfast still. Got a chocolate croissant, which I never used to eat these, but and I read that if you eat one of these in the morning, that counts as your 5 a day, so that's what I do now. I've really started this video way too early. I haven't even got my coffee yet. I'm gonna get my coffee. So I'd like to say, I didn't do any 10Ks or anything this morning, because you gotta sometimes you gotta take a break day, a rest day from that kind of thing, because otherwise you can get fatigued. So I think today I'm pretty much just gonna eat chocolate croissants all day, and it's beautiful. The sun is out, beautiful day out there, but I'm staying in. I don't need that, you know. So I've got to say, I'm blown away with the response to my request for questions. Thank you so much, guys, for getting back about that. Really great, really thought-provoking stuff coming in. Give me a lot to think about. I mean, so far nothing has come in yet that I haven't thought about already, but it doesn't mean that it's not new to you guys when I go over it in the videos. So it's worth it. So please keep those coming in. And without further ado, let's get right into the questions for today. First question, I like this question a lot actually. It's one I've been expecting for a long time. It is, Derek, what makes you laugh? Now, as I said, it's a good question. It's actually one of the first things I thought about when I started this channel. It was about humor. I was thinking a lot about humor back then when I started the channel, and the conclusion I came to at the time was humor is a vice. So we got to keep as far away from this channel as we possibly can. And I don't think that for frivolous reasons. There's a lot of thought gone into that. So let me put it like this: I have the utmost respect for the Oriental cultures, for the East. I have huge respect for that. I think I've talked about in a previous video how much respect I have for the Shaolin tradition in China, for example. But at the end of the day, I am a man. I'm a Western man. I'm a man of the West. I come out of the West, and humor has no place in the tradition of the West. It seems to me, because who are the two biggest founding figures, you might say, of Western culture? They are Jesus Christ of Nazareth and Socrates, the philosopher Socrates. Now, Jesus Christ, he never laughed. He never laughed. You can look through the whole Bible and all the diaries of the guys that were with him at the time, and you can see he never laughed. He never laughed at anything. Nothing was funny to Jesus, and rightly so. I mean, nothing is funny. It's a serious life. Especially, Jesus had a lot of problems on his plate. He had people coming to him, much like, you know, well, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to compare myself to Jesus, because Ricky Gervais and Stuart Lee have already done that. So that's the best reason not to. But he had a lot on his plate, put it that way, and nothing was funny to him. And I agree with his stance there. And as for Socrates, he did laugh. He did laugh once, but he laughed at himself for failing in his teaching. You know, which I could never do that, because I've never failed in my teaching. So so that doesn't count. So basically, if Jesus and Socrates both didn't laugh, then I think that tells you something. As a Westerner, as I am, we have to learn the lessons from that. So what makes me laugh? Nothing makes me laugh, and I think that's the right way to be. I wouldn't want it any other way, and I don't think you'd want it any other way either, because my advice to you would be far less useful if I involved humor in it in any way. Okay, so I hope that answers that question. Maybe I'll move on to the next one now. Next question is kind of a I might call it a thought experiment. That's what philosophers call a thought experiment. And it goes like this. Derek, you're handcuffed to the bed, and there are poisonous snakes in the bed. What do you do? Simple. Well, again, it's one of those where I'm sure everybody's thought about this quite a lot. You know, it's just one of those everyday things you just mull over. Most people have thought about it. I'm no different. I've thought about it a lot. And the conclusion I've come to, I've known since I was 5 what I would do in this situation, which is I would just simply stay there. Well, I know from experience that handcuffs are impossible to escape from. All right, I've tried. You can't do it. What you have to do is you have to wait for the person who put you in the handcuffs to come back and let you out. That's the only way you can get out of handcuffs, I've found. So there's no point exploring that route. You're handcuffed there. The snakes are there. You gotta stay. Okay. So that being said, what I would do is I would just simply lay there and take the strikes from the snakes. Yeah, as their fangs just pound into my body, I take those strikes. All right, and that would hurt, but I can take it. I've trained for that kind of thing. And then the poison, the venom would begin to flow through my veins and attempt to try and shut down the systems that keep my body functioning. But I've been practicing Wim Hof method for the last 3 years, and I know that the venom of a snake would be easy for me to. I could just simply control my autonomic nervous system, or whatever it is, and resist the poison. So that's what I do. I just lay there with the poison coursing through my veins and the snakes repeatedly striking on my body, and presumably whoever put me there in the first place would eventually come back and free me. Okay, so I hope that answers that question. It's a good question. Thanks for that one. It's the kind of thing I like, a thought experiment now and again, something to provoke a little bit more thought than I would normally get in my day when I'm just editing videos. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. I put 2 questions together here in one because I think they're linked. So the 2 questions are, 1, does pineapple belong on pizza? And next one, is Lynx Africa underrated? Now, it might not seem obvious to many of you what the link is there, but I'll tell you, you got Lynx Africa and you got pineapple pizza. Name a more famous brand of deodorant than Lynx Africa. You can't. Name a more famous pizza topping than pineapple on pizza. You can't. They're the most 2 famous of what they are, and therefore the best. I mean, if something is incredibly popular, then that tells you all you need to know about that thing, really. It's got to be the best thing at what it is, you know. It's like with television shows here in the UK. Love Island is one of the most popular. I mean, I'm sure we can all agree that that's the best. What other examples can I give you? I mean, oh yeah, carbonated beverages, Coca-Cola. That's the best one. There's no other carbonated beverage I would drink from. Starbucks coffee, same thing. You get the point. There's a strong causal link between popularity and quality. So therefore, Lynx Africa, absolutely, it's not underrated, and certainly pineapple does belong on pizza. The people have spoken. Okay, that's about it for today, I think, guys. Keep them coming in. These questions are really really giving me a lot of. I don't want to keep saying food for thought. That's a boring one. They give me a lot to chomp on. Give me a lot to chomp on. Okay, and that's what we want here. So keep those questions coming in. So you can leave comments on Facebook at Derek Shoehorn, Twitter at Derek Shoehorn. Hit like, hit subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.